Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So, Hafifi Jalani, please mute. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How's your weekend? Is it good? I still can see a lot of people there, they're not on their video, like, wow. So if you're able to on your video, please on your video, please. Thank you very much, like, wow. So it's not compulsory, but it'll be great that, you're on the video there. I can see you there. You can see me, like, wow. It's more two-way, like effort, from everyone. Like, thank you very much. I can see a lot of people slowly open up their video. That's good. Thank you very much. Just keep it mute and then, like, well, just on your video. It will be great. Okay, like, well, it's a great weekend. Like, well, I can't say that, like, well, what is so great about it, normally I think I prefer weekday than weekend because weekend, you're going to have, our schedule, we do not schedule, like, what to have call on the weekend. The reason is like we wanted to make sure that we're gonna have some time, like, well, not ready to rest, like, like, well, I think every day for me is resting as well. So I hope that everybody is good, like, well, it's good to see you. So like I do so let's say some Indonesian team that is in, like, I don't know how fun is in or not. Is Alfan is in, or please say hi, like, and we can get Alfan to support to help, like, well, to do the translation. Okay, so before today the topic, today is very special, like, because I really, personally I really like the topic very very much because this is one of the topic that, like, well, many more a lot of years ago that I run it. So like, like, and I think that, there's one of the thing that I always emphasize that in our business, what is the difference between we run the business or we are being run by the business? Okay, so a lot of time that, a lot of people, including me, we always, like, confused by, we are working very hard, but what actually are we working hard on? That's always the question mark. So, but before we start the topic, like, I want to start off, like this good, thank you, Alfan. Like, well, before we start the topic, I want to start off this week, like, well, on Monday with something to share with everyone. I understand, I totally understand, and I totally get it. Like, well, this is a very, very difficult time. Not just for you or only, it's also including me, myself. I think a lot of people around the world, a lot of, like, a lot of people that, is really having a tough time going through this COVID-19 crisis because a lot of uncertainty, a lot of things that we doesn't know, a lot of things that, we are not very sure about it, what's going to happen or what will happen after this. And in fact, there's actually a lot more people, they are struggle, like, at this moment. because it's not everybody have saving, like a lot of people that they are defending, like on their daily income, so like to survive on. So we can understand, like what the challenges everybody is going through. I want to say this, especially for us here. I hope that everybody understand one thing is that if there anything that we can assist, we can help on, we can provide, definitely we wanted to do it, and definitely we wanted to do more for every one of you here. But the challenges that we face, like well, it's almost the same as what you face as well. So like we are struggling, like well, to able to know what's coming up, like what's going to happen, like how is it going to be. We as a group, we are really trying our best, like well, to make sure that we're having a plan and a strategy for us to able to, like well, prolong our business, when things is back to normal. Because you got to understand that, we do need the whole setup in order to get the whole business get going from here. It's not just about you and me, like well, in terms of our survival. I understand a lot of people that frustrated, or even you yourself are frustrated that parents, we are listening to so many topic every single week, like well, all this thing, it cannot fit us, like well, we cannot be fooled by listening to the topic, we need to survive. I totally understand that part. You know, I it's not that I don't want to offer any assistance or help. I just need to be really truthful and real to myself that, like, well, how many people that, like, out there are able to reach out to assist on to help on. You need to know that even just within TIG itself, if you let us say that, like, well, 500, 600 BA, every single one that, like, even just a bare minimum assistance, it's going to take a very big commitment to do so. So, it is really not easy to do that. Um, I just wanted you to know that, like, well, we are not sitting here doing nothing. At least, like, like, well, on my mind is like, if we can't feed you, like, well, to be full on food, at least that we're able to provide you, like some mental food, like for you to have a clear thoughts, like to going through this period of tough time. So, you know, I just want to say that um how I wish that I can do even more for every one of us here, or even for any people that we, but we got to be real on the situation that if you're going to be the leader of the pack, you got to understand there will be time, there will be like things that we cannot avoid. We have to face it, like we cannot run away from that. Okay. So I hope that you will have a little bit of understanding on this part that, like well, it's not that we doesn't want to help. We are trying our best to do whatever we can. Okay, that's good. That's, like well, now we're going to start our topic for today. Our topic for today is like, we're going to share about, run a business versus business run you. Okay. So like run a business or you're being run by the business. Actually, the topic is supposed to be for core leaders and above. But the reason that, I felt the topic is very, very good, like well, so I'm running it, like well, I'm encouraging everyone, like most people that able to join the top topic, please come in. At this moment, we're 300. We did not hit our target of 400. Like, let's say that Taiwan is 100 guys, like well, so it's like 400 guys. So maybe to say that, well, maybe like, we do have 300 of you are actively, still around, which is cool. So like, for those you are not able to get your team, like well, to be joining. So like, I'm just doing a reality check, like well, on how many BAs are still active with us at all time. So like, if you are the team leader, STR, assistant owner or owner partner, it is good that for you to, like well, be your understanding on where your team situation is, and then be real and be truthful about it, so you're able to have a better understanding. Okay, cool. So let's don't waste time. Let's get going. So you need to understand when the business run you. It's just like you are building a skyscraper with no blueprint. Means they're trying to build a building but without a plan. That means it's like the business run you. Okay. So So like, because there will be no vision, no strategy, no direction, you just dive into building the building, without knowing that what it's going to look like. So this is when, business is running you. I give you a simple analogy is that you are trying to build a house without a blueprint. That means that you are trying to build a business without a plan. Okay, this is business run you. So when you run the business, you are very clearly, like, you know your vision, how you want your house to look like, how you want your house, how you want your building to like. You have a vision. You have a vision that like, the purpose of the building, how you want like it to look like. It's going to be like 100 floor, how many windows, how many doors, like what's the purpose, how does it work, and how it look like, what's the color. That how is your skyscraper, the building going to look like, because you have a plan and you have a strategy, like to build it step by step. It's when you run your business. It's not you being run by the business. Being run by the business is when you don't know that what is coming up. You are just doing it blindly. In the call 303 of you, most every one of you thought that, by you just coming to the office means that you're trying to do something for yourself. The only truth is that you're just coming to the office by you, like just working very hard, but doesn't know what are you trying to build. So this is the biggest challenges that, like most of us have. Even as a person, they have advanced to become a owner. They build a team, they're having a team, and then they slowly build a bigger team, and then they get advanced. But they doesn't know that what works for them, until they got themselves advanced. They just happen to be. So like when things doesn't work out, means like some of their team left, people have left, like things like that, or they met up with crisis. They cannot build back the whole team again because in the first place they do not have a blueprint. They don't know why they are doing it, so they are being run by the business because the business ongoing fast. It's not you are good. It's a sales is easy to do. It's not yours. You are very good on your sales. So like well, that is the different thing. So like you need to understand that, well, you need to clearly have the ability to define, are you run by the business, or you run the business. Okay. So now I want to share with you what is the difference between the two. Okay. Are you ready? I will start off with business run you. Means is the more negative one, means like, you doesn't know what you're doing, you're being run by the business. Okay. So when the business runs you, like, well, you will have lack of, like, well, a lot of times sense of disconnection. Sense of number one, sense of disconnection. 1.1, not much personal relationship built with peers and owners. Means you are just running, you are just in the office, but you do not have, like, well, much personal relationship being built, with everybody else. Okay. 1.2, no communication and hence just showing up at work but no engage. So you a lot of you old situation is like you are in the office but you are not engaging. What do you mean by not engaging? Means that you are there physically, you are there, but your mind and soul, you are not there because you are not there to learn. You are not there to gather something for yourself. You are not there, like, well, to having a plan to know that what are you going to do today, what are you going to do this week, what is your focus this month, what are you going to build this quarter. You're just being there as like part of the participant. Means that you are just, like, well, participate in it, but without you having a vision or knowing what to do next. Okay. Point number two, when the business runs you, okay, doing only what is required or even less. Means you are only doing what is necessary or what is the basic thing, or you never ever try to exceed yourself or try to achieve more. Like for example, 2.1, hitting minimum criteria and KPI. People is talking about 2-3 sales and then you just do 2-3 sales. You are not looking at to do 5, 6 or 7, 8. Because you are not looking to improve and break through yourself. So 2.2, going for team nights just to show face. How many of you going to the team night, sports team night, and then you are not participating? Oh, I don't like sports. I don't like to go and sweat. Like, well, I don't like to exercise. I don't like to run. You are just in there, but you are not engaging. Okay. 2.3, do only when asked to do. So So means that you only will take initiative to do something when you yourself want to do. I mean, like somebody asks you to do it. So if nobody asks you to do anything, you will just take it as like it's not my problem. Okay. 2.4, I feel obliged or forced to do, no choice. Then the rest to do, so I have to. You know, like you feel that like coming to the office and to say good morning to everybody is like it's a have to do thing. So like it's a have to do thing. Like well, it's tough. So like everybody will think that like oh yeah because like they all say this I need to do this, I need to do they hit field, I need to hit field, they need to send the report, I need to send the report, and they send the review, I need to send the review. Don't understand the purpose why every action is being done, and then you just follow, you just feel that you need to do because other people is doing it. Okay. So like well 2.5, don't understand the purpose behind. I just said it. I also don't bother to clarify. Yeah, 2.5. You don't bother to clarify. It means that you don't bother to go and ask, you don't bother to go and find out, you don't bother to go and understand. Okay. So point number 3 on when business run you. Point number 3. We only do things in return for external acknowledgement and benefits. Means we only do well if you push externally. I mean, like, well, if you push, if you only do well when you are, like, well, looking for credit recognition or rewards. You are not pushing yourself to do well for yourself for improvement. You're only looking for something in return, for you to do well. Okay. So, like, no competition, excitement dies off very fast. So as you can see, like well, our organization, we don't run really a lot of like well competition like cash bonus, PR competition, and all these things. We would prefer, okay, no problem, bring down, okay, I know I will slow down a bit. A lot of times that like well, the reason why we did not run so many like well competition is because for me, competition, any bonuses is to booster, is to boost out, on what we wanted to achieve more. It's not competition for us to hit our minimum basic target. Just like I can tell you, after this COVID-19, most of you, every one of you that are being affected by this, like well, you're going to have a good, like well, 25% for double the period of your, like your movement control, like well, days. So this is to assist, to help you to make more money on what you missed out previously. So able to make more money to manage. But I can tell you, organization, we are not going to push any bonuses on this. But we will push our bonuses is when, like when we are really back to our momentum, back to ongoing. So now we hit back our 600, we hit back our bulletin points. So now we are want to achieve even more. For 600, we are going to for 1,000 now. 600 to 1,000, we are throwing something more for that. So that is the purpose. That is when we only would do it. That's why, like people that run by the business, they only get excited when there is competition, there is recognition, there is rewards. So if you run the business, is you run the business with or without anything, you are so driven as well because this is part and parcel. This is the system that we're rolling every day today. Okay, cool. So no plan, so much, like well, the next point is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number 4, no plan, so much, so not much drive. So because that you do not have a plan, so like you do not have the drive or the initiative or the excitement, like well, to move forward. Okay. 4.1, like well, you always dread of the alarm in the morning. When you wake up, your alarm will kill you off. You'll be going to the office because you have to no clear objective or focus, turn up for the day and have the see how attitude. How many of you, like well, joining this call, some of you also having the see how attitude. Yeah, let's join the call and see how see what kind of things that Thailand is going to talk about. Yeah, let's talk also to tell us that like well, be positive, be positive. Hi, my dear. I want everyone on the call, even at just a good 300 of you, I'm very happy and contented already. I want to tell you that it's not my responsibility, like well, to keep on getting you positive in your life. It's not me, it's you. You should be glad and be happy that, in your life now, in the journey, your individual, like your leader, like your owner, like me, that, we are willing to share, on how we can continue be positive to face the challenges that everybody in the world is facing. I can't understand that people, recently I saw the news that in US that people is coming out to protest on movement control. I'm very concerned about them. I understand why they do that. I understand a lot of people they are struggling without food, without anything. I really do. That's why I always say that everything there's two sides of story, negative and positive, black or white. There's a lot of things. It's not on gray. So there's people that are thinking that some people even thinking that oh, this is not a virus. This is just a social media agenda to kill off the economy. To clear that this, to clear that. You know, I I want to tell you this. You need to understand for yourself. Understand for yourself that in a time like this, the most important thing that you need to do is you need to have a clear mindset, have a positive, thinking. That you will be able to become better in future. You are able to build a better future for yourself by you keep on improving yourself to become a better version. Okay, if your previous version is like just iOS, they need to, just like Android, they need to upgrade the version every time when there virus coming in, they need to upgrade the version to become better to take away the virus. It's the same thing for a human being. You need to improve a better version of yourself. If your previous version is 7.8, so now you need to improve to 7.9, improve to 8.0. So like you're able to conquer, you're able to beat, you're able to do better than what you used to do before. Okay, during prime time meeting, like less participative, scrolling through the phone when topic is being run. Same thing. Like I'm not asking you to on your video to let me check whether do you focus on listening to me or not. Because at the end of the day, it's still you. I wanted to look at your video. It's just like, I miss you, like wow, I want to see how you look there, like wow, during your emo, like wow, the movement control at home, a lot of you is smiling. That's good. Like wow, I am keep on going through about the screen, to making sure that I will see more of you. My TV can see this much, my iPad, my handphone, that's why I want to get going. Okay. So next point, okay. If you run by the business run you, next point, business run you, does not have any self-reflection or review. Okay, no sense of awareness and desire to improve things. Okay, every day okay we're doing the same thing. It's always okay. Usually no question to ask the owner because you never think about your future as also. I'll tell you, this point is so funny because it's so real. Like how why we wanted to do self-reflection. It's not to reflect ourselves on daily basis. It's to ask ourselves, like what are we learning every single day? Or what are we improving? What is the thing that's special that we gather for ourselves? Is it important? I think in my call, some of my call, I told you this. When I first started off in the business, I have a small notebook. The notebook will help me. I'll write it down. Today what I learned. I can tell you, right? Today what I learned, right? It's not a topic. Sometimes I write, right? Today I write this person name, Mr. ABC. Like well, do this. Please don't learn. Please don't do that. Mr. M, like well, Mr. Miss, CDF. Like well, say making this remark is bad because it hurts. So like this is things as small as the thing that I learned. I will tell you that a lot of people don't understand, like the importance of the words, communication. Why feeling is being heard, is every time is through the way how we communicate, how we, like connected with others. And some people, they really want to hurt you, by, like the way that they communicate, that's why they hurt you. And a lot of us, we don't even know that we are hurting somebody, like, well, because the way how we communicate. And you need to really understand, and learn about this. So like, because when you do not do reflection or self-review to let yourself understand a little bit better, you always will be continuously making the same mistake. So, well, whether you want to do it or not, I can't force you, but I just want to tell you that sometimes you do a self-reflection, and then I started off this, by us having a review every day in the chat group, sending what you learn, what's your score, everything. It's not to take control of you. It's just trying to create a habit in you, a habit in for you yourself to know how to review yourself or what you've done, what you learned today, and what you can do more. So after you do it as new people for a period of time, as a leader for a period of time, now you do the review once a week. And then you become a team manager, like, I mean, a TL, STL, like, while you're moving the right. Even as some of the owners, they're still doing it, every month for me, or even every quarter. But I can tell you that a lot of your old owners, those owners did not grow, means they never do review, because they don't even know what are they growing. They don't even have a plan. So owners that is growing, I until today, every quarter, I still review to James. My one, official one and unofficial one. Official one is we need to review country performance. Okay, so it's our quarterly meeting. Unofficial one is my review of my organization, on myself, on what I did, like what is the things happening over the last 3 months that, like what I was sending him a long text. Okay, so it's like some of you, like, well, it's not doing that, like, well, so ask yourself, but ask me. Okay, next point. Okay, tend to keep comparing effort versus return. Okay, when you are being run by the business, that, you are not valuing your, like performance, your result by yourself. You only like comparing it with the returns that you get. So let me tell you, when a person running the business, right, they don't even need to compare it, because they know they run the business, they will eventually get the returns. Only people that run by the business, they only judge themselves by the returns that they will gather for themselves. They calculative with extra amount, never give more. Okay, so they always have a close-up mentality. If I don't get, I don't do. If you don't have, I don't give. Okay, look at the short-term goals because no big picture for themselves. Impatient with result, yet not doing anything to ensure the result not achieved. Always thinking, I've done all this already, how come I'm not promoted yet? Everybody had done everything in their life. Let me ask you, you study primary school, you study secondary school, you study high school, you study uni, you graduated, well, so you become successful like a millionaire? No, yeah? Not yet, right? Oh, yeah. But you have done everything. Everybody has studied, everybody has gone to school, but everybody come out from the school, from the uni, the same thing? No, it's the same thing in our business, in our life. You have done this job, you have done this, you have done this, you have done this, you have done this. Doesn't mean that you've done everything, mean you're able to achieve this. No, it doesn't work that way. Because, like, it's not about what have you done. It's about, the thing that, like, what you have did, what works for you, what is the thing that you learn from there, how can you capture it, how can you keep on continue to present it, or like, continue to, like, well, keeping the momentum, and, like, well, to show you to repeat the process. Sometimes you build a wall, you know how to lay a brick. Okay, you only lay one brick, you get a wall? No, you got to continuously lay a lot of bricks before you can get a wall. And you can continue to build a lot of wall before you can get a house. If you want to build a skyscraper, crazy. You got to do even more. Okay, so next up. So funny. Like, well, I'll tell you. Give me about cannot. This is too high. Okay, next up. Like, well, okay, I know already. Put it this way is better. Okay. Ah, So they all say that, like the iPad, like, well, screen doesn't look nice on me. So like, I got to change the iPad screen. So for this is looking at the iPad screen, like, well, you get a better view. Okay, next up, like, well, like the last point of being run by the business generally lack passion and excitement. Okay, and most only average, if not usually struggling to sustain. Such situation usually stay stagnant for a long time. No new skill apply. So people that run by the business, like, well, they you can't see a lot of passion, like, and a lot of excitement in them. So like, you just go and identify in your office, right? So like in your group of friends, like in your peers, in your office, everybody is in. So you see that those people that always not excited, they come in without smile, like excitement. You know that this group are the people that are being run by the business. Okay, they are not the leader of the pack. They are always the one that behind following. Being a follower is nothing wrong, but they are worse than the followers. Okay, they follow the followers. Okay, I don't know whether can you understand about this. Like I just wanted to tell you that the difference between people with passion and lack of passion, a lot of difference. Okay, when did you ever see me running the call without any passion? If without the passion, I might as well I don't do it. If I want to do it, I'll make sure that I do it properly. Okay, so like I'll tell you now. I'm looking at the call. Even like now 306. Yes, we don't have 400. Tenants don't have 400. I want to still run. No problem. Even like only got three guys, I also run. Okay. So are you clear with just now all the points that well? Are you those net in the category of being run by the business? I think a lot of you can find some of the point is you, right? You've been doing that all the time. Okay. So now you want to know the difference. If you want, welcome. Have some response on the chat. Come, thumbs up. Like yes. Like, well, get your finger moving a bit. Get some participation. Yes, thank you very much. Like, well, thumbs up is good. I saw a lot of thumbs up on the screen. Well, very good. Now everybody know how to use Zoom already. Know where to click the thumbs up. Like, well, I can tell you a lot of people still don't know. Ha, 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 ha. Thank you very much. Next one is the positive one to tell you the difference. Like, well, on running a business. Okay, why people's like being successful because they are the one who run the business. They are not being run by the business. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for to know the points of run the business? That's great. Thank you very much. Very happy to see a lot of you, man. I'm very glad that a lot of you like staying safe and healthy and all these things. Please continue. Okay, so running a business. So now it's running a business. Okay. Number one, people that run the business, people is taking control of themselves and they know how to run the business. Is when they're always number one. They have high sense of gratitude, always seeing the value and being appreciative. Like just like if you really understand, right, you can see that whenever I run the call here, like, well, on the call with every one of you, you know, do you feel one thing? I don't know whether you do or not, but I want you to think about. Do you feel that every time, like, can you feel that I'm very appreciative that a lot of you are on the call that like together? Can you feel that? Can you feel that? I'm very happy to have you on the call. Like to me, it's not a job. It's not my job. I'm excited to see you in a call. Even I don't know whether you're coming back or not. Actually, that really doesn't matter whether, no, it does matter, but that is not my purpose. It is, I understand it's very tough time now. I'm not joking about it, but I also need to be real there, like, well, that is, uh, I see the movie, okay? So if this is whether, okay, I don't know, want to use which example. a village, the chief of a village, okay, they know that, like, well, they only have this limited of food. And then now is, like, well, during, like, very, tough season, like there's no rains, they can't get going, they only have this. So like a lot of people that is asking for help, like, well, to survive. So if the leader, the chief of the village, it is have to make a lot of decision, very tough decision. If he equally given all the food to everybody, so like the food will run out very fast. But if he able to make sure that, he able to preserve the food, like, well, to making sure that, to sustain as long as he can, because he doesn't know when the crisis is going to get over. The person to make this decision is very tough. During, like, well, that process, a lot of things that, like, well, need to into consideration. But we are not in that situation like this worse yet. I do understand that, like a lot of us, like, well, we are all struggling, like, well, to help out, like, well, we wanted to reach out our hand to help as many as we can. But I really hope that, like some of us, we really can put in some heart and soul to really have some thoughts and think about it. The most important thing now is like you got to help yourself first. As long you stay survive, you have the chance to be back again to fight one more time. I, it's painful for me to make this statement because I do understand a lot of you on what is the challenges that everyone is going through. But the thing is that I doesn't want it to, like, well, I need to be real. Because if I'm down, like, I think it's gonna make the whole case, the whole thing worse. I can't, I need to holding on to even. So like, like when the chance come next time, when we meet face to face again, I will go into more detail by sharing with you on this topic about survival. Okay, because if I share this topic on the call, a lot of people will misunderstand. I want to share with you what's called survival. Like, well, being a leader of the pack, a leader like a president, a leader like a king, a leader like any industry, like, well, they need to understand, they need to make the most difficult decision to keep going. And that is very tough. It's never easy to let anybody go. It's never easy, like, well, to, like to say stop or say, to anyone. We doesn't want to do that. But the thing is that when it's, we have to face it. We're going to be real. Okay. So people that are running the business, they always have a sense of great gratitude. Okay. Because they always feel very appreciative and then the value that they created in the business. So that's why their motivation doesn't come from recognition, doesn't come from, like, well, outside factor. It's all come from inner. It's all come from themselves. They feel the proud of what they are doing. They feel that, like, well, they are contributing and giving something to their people, to their team. Okay. They never take anything for granted. As you can see, I always tell you guys, don't take things for granted. I don't take things for granted. But I can tell you, most people don't understand what don't take things for granted. Don't take things for granted doesn't mean that, like, well, oh, Terence, I go say thank you to you. I go say thank you to you means I'm not taking you for granted. It's not just about the thank you. It's about you are taking things seriously that, on the time that other people spend on you, on the effort that other people put on you, on, like, on the help people that assist you. You know, you feel that you appreciate, you feel that, like, well, like, well, you really care. You're moved by people action. You don't take it for granted. Okay. So number two, ownership. People that run the business, they always take ownership. Okay, they take ownership of what they put in 100% trust and dedication to what they are doing, to their people, to their work, to their achievement, to the job scope that they are doing. They are 100%, like committed to it. Okay. Second, even I can tell you, they act like an owner, even they are not an owner yet. I can see a lot of you. You run like an old owner. You talk like an owner. Always, I'm sure some of you, you ever heard I tell you that, hey, the day I hear you run your team meeting is very good. I say that, hey, your team meeting is very good. Who you talk very power. And then maybe you think I'm joking with you. But I want to tell you, when I made a statement, it's like, I feel you are running like an owner already. Like even some of you, even you're an owner now, you need to, when you run the location, you run the whole office, you run like, other people's team like yours. I will tell you, you are taking the ownership because you started to take the ownership like you are a country head, you are the organization head. What works for me over the years, why I able to be given a lot of opportunity, to run different country, working with different people is I take care of everyone. I run everybody just like they are my team. Even though I do not get any benefit in the first place, I'm just trying my best to do whatever I can, to run them as my own. I take ownership of doing it, even though it's not mine. So because I'm doing it all the time, it become like I have a chance in order to own it. So 2.3 is always accountable. People, they're taking ownership, they're always accountable. They will not run away from problems. They will not run away from challenges. The tougher that it is, they always will face it because they will understand challenges is opportunity. Okay? When mistakes are made, they own up, solve it, move on without repeating. Yeah, mistake is made, own up. Like, okay, the joke is a lot of people don't think they make mistake. A lot of people feel that things doesn't work out, it's not their fault. I want to tell you, I want to add on this. I don't know, for me, right? Anything don't work out, it's my fault. If a team don't grow, it's my fault. If a person don't get advanced, it's my fault. If the office doesn't grow, it's my fault. If the country doesn't grow, it's my fault. It's never James' fault. It's never my guy's fault. It's always my fault. I tell myself it's my fault. I need to make sure that I understand it and I don't repeat the mistakes. What didn't work out. Of course, when I say it's my fault, definitely is it everything is my problem? It might not. It might be like, okay, because of this, because of this person doing this, that person doing that, this is a scenario, the client is like that, the project is like this. It might be other factor, but I will say it's my fault. Because I will ask myself, what can I do better? What can I do more to change all this incident, to change all this issue, to improve on this situation to be better? If I did not able to do it, that is my fault. When I say this, right, when mistakes are made, own up, solve it, and move on without repeating. A lot of people don't understand this. When things doesn't work out well, so like they'll pinpoint, they will everything else around the world, everything, people, they'll point everything around them, but not themselves. I'm not asking you to become like me, that like keep on saying it's your own fault. I'm asking you, try to have the courage to own your own decision. If today your decision that you make did not work out good or well for you, no problem, own it. Don't repeat it. And then the next time you make a decision, you remember you won't do that again. Okay? For example, do you take care of your location as it is your home? Okay? Do you step out to assist your owner to get things done without expecting anything in return? Just like, do you really taking care of the business, of the opportunity, just like you really own it? I run the business. I take care of the country like I'm the one to own the business before even I'm the partner of Salesforce or I'm the partner of James. I'm taking care of the location. I'm taking care of the HQ even before I am like that position. Because I know the moment I start to take the accountability, the ownership of it, I will have a chance to own it. Okay? Know their purpose and direction, and they drive it harder than the owner drive them. So let me ask you, you think James drive harder or I drive harder in the business? You don't even need to ask. The answer is not even match. Okay, definitely I drive harder. Some of you drive harder than me. Some, but a majority I still drive harder than you. But if I compare with Jay, I would tell you I drive harder than him. You know, because I want it. I have more needs. You know, like, well, I have more desire that I wanted to do better. Okay, nothing wrong about it. Okay, so next point, doing whatever it takes. No doubt, no skepticism, just trust and execute. People run the business, right? They don't waste their time to keep on doubting people's decision or direction or skepticism about it. You want to be skeptical about certain things, can no problem. If you are skeptical, you confront, you ask, go and clarify. Don't live in the doubt zone, to not sure about what's going on. I want to tell you that in my last call, I already shared already. Trust me, if anything that you want to listen to your owner. Your owner want you, your leader, your direct leader that work with you, want you to be the best, want you to work out, want you to make money. Because if you do not make money, if you don't make money, your leader don't make money, your owner don't make money, the country don't make money, fuck it, like well, nobody else make money. Okay, sorry, okay. So because I'm live on Facebook, so I cannot have any, so far it's damn good. Shit. Sorry, going back a bit. Okay. So I want to share with you. So you got to remember, just trust and execute. Do it. Okay. Second, during the process, always seeking advice and review to ensure you are on the right track. Nothing wrong. Like, well, when you are doing the process, when you exercise, go even asking people, hey, am I doing the right way? Am I practicing the right way? When you are building your team, clarify along the way. So are you on the right track? Is this is the right thing? Is everything going through the right way? Like, so you will not get lost. Like if you drifted a little bit and because you clarify every month or every week, you drifted a little bit because you clarify, right? So it's very easy to turn back. But if you don't clarify, you only just keep going and then keep going and keep going. You never you 6 months only ask once, but now it's really so far. Clarify or cannot come back already. You are too far away. Same thing. Some of you laugh over it, but I'll tell you, don't you think it's true? Like you actually you everybody were a little bit negative, only a little bit, a little bit not sure, a little bit only. Never mind. I'm very busy. Next week, my owner be busy. Tenants never come to the country. Never mind. I'll ask later next time. Like what? You can see you gonna ban more negative already. Oh, hey, more negative already. And then wait until tenants come back. Tenant is here. Tenant is here. You are here. Well, too negative already. Don't want to ask already. Don't want to ask already. Then go out of the screen. No more. No more. Bye. Isn't that what happened? Some of you think it is a joke. I will tell you, to me, it is look like a joke, but that is the actual thing that happened. When I first built my team, and I always stay in my office every single day I'm coming in, I have very little of this problem. People join the business, like, in 1 to 3 months, they don't leave. Because they just keep going, because they're seeing me every day. They can question, they ask, they can question that. When I see them drift a little bit, a little bit, a little bit like that, I really pull back already. A little bit pull back already. But now the thing is like, me one person, how to go and pull back so many people? You need to know, you don't get yourself out from the screen. Correct, you are right. You need to be the one to go and get yourself back on track. Okay, not giving up. When I say not giving up, don't give up on the process. Don't give up on improving. Like yourself. Don't just think don't work out. Then you just say bye. I don't understand why. I don't really like the word no. Don't give up. Sometimes we got to stop. We will stop. I do certain project. If I really feel that it doesn't work out, I will say stop. We have to stop. You need to pull the plug early and stop. But I don't give up. I will stop. I don't give up. Okay, you need to understand there's two different things. We can make a decision to call it a stop, but we don't give up. Because I don't give up on my purpose. I don't give up on my goals. But I can put a stop on what am I doing? Change another approach. It's not, I stop and then I don't do anything anymore. I stop this one, I change this one. I change this way. Okay, this way, reach here, I need to change. Stop. Change another way. But not give up. People always misunderstand this, like, well, I give up. Like, well, oh, cannot give up. No, you don't give up your life, man. Remember that. We don't give up our life. And you don't give up your life, please. Okay? Focus on the end goal with no distraction. Because you don't give up, you always focus on your end goal. You focus on your end goal, you will not give up. Don't stop learning, keep pushing, challenge their own limit. This is when people take ownership, they run the business. Okay, next point. When you run the business, you genuinely take the business as your own and take good care of everyone. Just now I already shared this one. Okay, even if it's not from your team, you genuinely care and move forward together. You speak out if anything is wrong. Example, most of the time, BA will discuss negative without their owners involved. We'll ensure that negative are stopped. No, I will tell you, this is the thing. I hang out, when I'm a leader, I hang out with the other leader in the office. The most common topic that being taught is about the owner is not fair. The owner is like this, the owner is like that. At that time, I already knowing that. I tell you, the next time I become an owner, this thing will hit me the most. Correct lah? Even until now, even like, like, well, my owner, right, they all hang out together, right? They will stop the bad thing about me. So this is the key time. So who is the one to go and stop it? The one that stop it, the one to clarify, the one that is the one that is the next superstar. I'll tell you, it's not about you need to speak up for me or you need to speak up for your owner. You need to speak up for the truth. You need to speak up for the real things. You need to speak up, to help your people to understand what is the right thing, well, to able to take more accountability. We always ask, okay? Yeah. People will sincerely help other teams people. Just now I already touched on this. I don't want to go into that again. I just want to share with you. The more you help other people to be successful, the better you'll be. Terence, does this include other people's organization, other people officers, other people team? My answer to you is yes. But Terence, then I can't even solve myself. I help myself, then I help other people for what? It's okay. I will tell you. The more if got people keep on asking you for help, means you are good. If nobody asks you for help, right? You got to understand that you are not relevant. That is not good. So you got to know when people ask you for help, help. Even it's very tired, very lazy, still help. You like that, no return I don't earn money why help? I'll tell you, because you help, you learn the knowledge. Because you help, you build your reputation. Because you help, well, you get yourself more opportunity. That is my trick. If you don't know, I share with you. This is my trick. Because I always help so much. Until people give me a label, give me a nickname, call me Dr. Tay. So like a doctor, a person, Dr. Tay can save everyone. Anywhere got problem, they look for Terence Tay, Dr. Tay, Dr. TT coming, Dr. TT coming. How to tell you? At first, when I heard this, right, I a bit happy. And after they tell me that, I'm very sad. So like, hey, Terence, you're going to help everybody, man. Even got no return, you still help. Because sometimes we all will get frustrated, right? Frustrated with like, yeah, I'm not getting anything out of it. I help for what? So I'm wasting my time. But over the time that, now you ask me, then I honestly tell you, help, man. You are able to help because you are great. You're able to help because, like, well, you have the value. You're able to help because people in needs of you. If you are not needed, nobody look for you. Nobody asks you to run the topic. Nobody that even care about you. Nobody think about you. So you got to question yourself. Whether are you really relevant? Okay? So, next. Always think of how to lead themselves and the team better. Without our people, the advancement will not happen. What always work is I always help my people to achieve their goal, and this in turn helps me achieve mine. Lots of plans are always made according to what the best for my team. There is always a plan. Means that I always have a plan. My plan is to help my people to achieve their plan. So that if when my people achieve their plan, my plan will be achieved, eventually. So think about it. So now here come to the village question again. Terrence, my village is only going to grow big when there is people in the village. If I don't have people in the village, then how can I build my village? If I cannot save the people in my village, then how? But you got to understand, if without you, you yourself also cannot sustain, and you yourself don't believe, you yourself can't take care of yourself, you cannot attract anybody come to your village anymore. Nobody. And your village will be non-exist anymore. Da da da. No more. 没有了. No more. You got to understand. So this is when you take care of yourself. Then now you started to have people taking care of other people welfare. Number one, take good care of yourself. Second, take good care of your people, their plan, their welfare, what they want. This is when you started to build a big team. Number one rules is always self-survival. You got to survive. Second, after you survive, you want to grow. Grow is when you get your people to survive, when you get your people to be better, when you get your people to grow. If you can't even take care of yourself, don't come and ask me that, well, how can you grow your team? Because you can't even survive. How can I put somebody with you? How can I put people with you when you can't even help yourself? If we are living in an army world, in the war zone, you are the captain. You ask for a team of 10 for you for a mission. I let you have the team of 10, but you can't even take care of yourself. And then well, how are you going to lead the 10 people live? No chance. I did share it previously. I like Art of War. Like the 36 tricks. Well, like that's why you have chance you can really learn. Okay. So the next point, driven and happy. Very important. You must be driven and happy. Wake up with a purpose and get the day going without dreading it. Means that you don't drag yourself, like to go through your day, like when you have a purpose, when you are driven, when you are happy. So, parents, now COVID-19, how to be happy? I understand, but being unhappy and being negative doesn't change the facts. You understand? 明白吗? Faham tak? Negative tak boleh tukar apa-apa. 你很负面，什么东西都改变不了。You're negative, you can't change anything. I translate 3 language already. You are Hokkien, also can. 你講低，嘛冇人有邊叫你。Okay? In Cantonese can or not? 如果你自己傻閪，都冇人教得你。Holy shit. 5 language here. Don't play. I tell you, recently, I learned how to speak French. Not French, Spanish. Okay. Salute! Salute means cheers. The only word that I learned. So the next time I see you, like, salute everybody. Okay. So driven and happy. Even just now I run the topic till very serious, like you can feel that. But I'm sure that you also can feel that, well, I'm very driven. That's why I'm like that. I'm driven. That's why I'm like that. But inside, you can see I'm happy to have all of you. I appreciate it. I very gratitude towards having the team. This one don't need to. You can't fake this out. You understand or not? You can't fake this out. This is what you see. You can feel. Now you cannot touch me. You see me. You hear me. Well, you can feel it. You know for yourself. I'm not going to like try to convince you or anything. You know for yourself. Okay. Next point. Always planning ahead. Okay. There's always a schedule. Focus on what next. Okay, it's always proactive, not reactive. Tend to have more solution driven. Tend to be more solution driven. So I'll tell you, people run the business, right? They always have a plan one. They have a schedule. They have a focus. What they do this month, next month, this quarter, this year. They always plan ahead. But a lot of time, what we plan might not be, we might not achieve what we want. Sometimes it will change. But it's okay. But you must have a plan. We always proactive, to make decision on how to improve it. It's not reactive. Wait until like things happen, or only you do something about it. You're always looking at assess. Okay, like for example now COVID-19. It's gonna be tough. Okay, Malaysia is recovering, which is good. Singapore now is on the peak. Remember or not? 2 weeks ago, Singaporeans are on the field. 3 weeks ago, Singaporeans are on the field. We all Malaysia on lockdown, and then all the Singaporeans very busy. Oh, ha, 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 looking at us Malaysian all lockdown. And then now, but I'm not laughing at the country. I'm not telling you the situation. Even now, Singapore have more COVID cases than Malaysia. I understand a lot of Singaporeans will say, "Yeah, they are all are the workers, that's why the workers get it." But holy shit, like, well, those workers help you to build your home, man. You all need to take care of them as well. I think Singapore government did very well. They're taking care of them. Thank you very much. I very appreciate it. So the key now is, like, well, things is bad. We can't change. But what can we do? We are thinking of a lot of ways that, like today the call, Malaysia is going to started. We are going to started to test out, our tele sales. Like, well, Singapore team is also going to start to test as well. So like, Indonesia, we are also lining it up. So while we are doing all these things, maybe you'll be thinking that why can't we act faster get everybody to, tele sales, people can start make money. You really think so easy? At this moment, everybody move constantly not working, meeting, and then you want to make a decision to call. Hey, we want to do this, just a few conference call like that. Everybody sit down. Oh, you can call it. You can just simply, I give you 10,000 number. You just call, and then you can get the sales done. Then who's going to follow up? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? Sometimes, right, I just feel that how I wish that, like, well, oh, today I have these thoughts. Ding, 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 ding. My eyes ding, 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 and then all come up. Even you're going to understand, you have a family, I have a family, people running the thing also have a family, everybody also on movement control, everybody also affected by the coronavirus, everybody also have a situation. Of course, the working process would not be as fast as usual time. We need to give every one of us sometimes to act on it, to work on it. Okay, so we already looking at, we are proactive to look into that. At least sales works. We are looking for other alternative. We are not just sitting down here and do nothing. Okay, so we are more solution driven. Next point, take action that makes a difference. Okay, always reflecting and reviewing if it's effective, and are you on the right track. We'll question the purpose of doing anything so they can understand the business better and learn to make better decisions. So like, it's the same thing. Like the first point is that people, they review. What works, continue. That's why in all our quarterly meeting, we have all this review process. So they will question the purpose of doing all the plans. What works? What can be better? So they can make a better decision in future. They will always make sense. They always make sense of things before doing. Won't just follow the crowd. As you know, Terence definitely is not a crowd pleaser. I definitely is not the crowd pleaser in the group. I always will question all the process. T.I.G process, it might be different for a lot of other organizations in the group, but we are definitely one of the fastest and biggest growth organization. Okay? Usually they are not just efficient, but also effective. So we need to make sure that what we do, So am I the #1 big fan and supporter to go into telesales? I'm telling every one of you, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not like, whoa, telesales, I want. I'm not. I did not say no. It's because I don't want to stop any possibility that we might able to do something out, able to get, we might able to create another thing out of that. That's why I don't want to close down. I want to be open. Because the leader of the pack, I need to understand. You know, like, well, continuous looking for opportunity to get out of the way. Okay? So, but am I the like #1 fan? Yes, we're gonna do this for sure. My answer to you is no. Okay? So far, everybody okay? We already running 70 minutes now. Everybody on the call, are you awake? Everybody all good? All good. Thank you very much for your thumbs up. I love it. You know, I really can see that a lot of you. You know, like, well, Singapore break the record. Today, 1,426 case of COVID. You know, like, well, I'm not trying to give you bad news or like, you know, negative news. You know, 1,246. You know, Singapore is like 1,426, 1,426. You know, like, well, crazy, man. Singapore is going like, you know, they are striking their P-best like no tomorrow. You know, like Malaysia never see this type of number. You know, like, well, sorry. After I got banned from YouTube because, you know, I'm celebrating on the call COVID. I'm not. But I just want to tell you, it's good to have the spike. After the spike, only we got to flatten the curve. In order to flatten the curve, must have the curve come out and then you can flatten. Don't have the curve, you cannot flatten. So must have the curve go up, flatten faster. Okay, so you know things will be better. Don't worry. Salute. Very hot the tea. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now, since everybody is still on, you know, like 1,426 cases, you know, like, well, don't worry, things will be better. You know, like, well, we are just hanging on to it. As Singaporean, please stay at home. Please don't go out there. Please, you got no McDonald's to eat already. Please don't go. You know, like, well, don't eat McDonald's. Okay, but still got KFC. You know, like, don't worry. You know, like, well, you know, can you imagine that? You know, like, seriously, Singapore, no McDonald's. Can you? Singapore, no McDonald's. Wow. Even my kids will not understand, you know, like how come there's no McDonald's? You know, like seriously. COVID-19 kill McDonald's in Singapore. Wow. Have you ever imagined the headlines? COVID-19 kills Singapore McDonald's. Wow, this is crazy, man. Even McDonald's also can stop operating in Singapore. You know, like I want every one of us in the call to be more relevant to understand. This will happen anything, man. It's going to be shared. It's not easy. But don't worry. The curve will be flattened. Okay, don't worry. Malaysian, when we are out on the field, right? We go and eat McDonald's and take video and show you, okay? Or I go and order delivery and show you I eat the McDonald's. Hey, order the McDonald's now. Now I show them I eat the McDonald's. What you all want? Filet o fish, fries, or McNugget? Okay, never mind. Come back. No, commercial break. Okay, now, very important. You wanted to have 6 ways to ensure you run the business. Just now I tell you already to differentiate. People run by the business, people running the business. So now it's 6 ways to run the business. To ensure, to make sure, to confirm, chop guarantee, you run the business. You want or not? You want or not? You want or not? Come on, let me know, man. Oh my God. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I order McDonald's later. I eat McDonald's. McDonald's fries. Then tomorrow morning, I eat McDonald's breakfast. Tonight, I supper. I eat McDonald's. I eat McDonald's for 3 meals. Okay lah, Singaporean not like that lah. I very hard, you know. I also like, you know, like every citizen like that. I never expect my life, right? Then I live my life to become like, you know, like I belong to every citizen. You know, I belong to every country. I cannot imagine that I continue to run like this, right? You know, like one day. But I don't know whether should I share this or not. You want to know a secret? Show me, you know, like some interest that if you want to know a secret, I'm going to share with you. That is secret can share with so many people. Yeah, lah, because I never share it out yet. I never say it to anyone. If I say it now, you are the first person to listen to this. I tell you, actually, in the early of, you know, like in this year, January, February, I a bit not very sure whether should I or do I really wanted to expand any more country or do anything more. But during this COVID-19, I rewrite my plan. Okay, I tell you, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna make sure that, you know, like, well, I will definitely involve in China market. I will definitely go into China. We shall see. You know, at first I thought, uh, never mind, old already. Suddenly, this COVID-19 make me 10 years younger, recover my energy. So now I have the, you know, the, you see, wow, quite big, huh? Oh, you see, right? Quite big, huh? You see, I'm going China. And I really wanted to make a decision on this. It's not a decision. I don't want to do this. It's like, how to say? Um, I'm not only just wanted to get involved in that, you know, well, I wanted to do another breakthrough in the business. It's like, I wanted to see whether can I come up with something to convince. I want the structure of we are able to build and recruit, build our team and recruit, you know, well, internationally. No borders. You know, like I understand now I know borders, but I want people to start to get to know borders faster than it is. So like, you know, maybe you already hit a certain position, you're able to run an international team, like, you know, like, well, team from everywhere else. I really think this will work very well in our business. Okay, so think about it. Okay, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anybody. This is my secret with you only. Okay, don't tell anyone. Keep it to yourself. Okay. For those owners, it's not in the call, then they don't get to know. Too bad. But keep it to yourself. So now, 6 ways to ensure you run the business. But before you want to start to do that, you're going to do the basic first, please. Okay. Number one, get your vision and blueprint ready. Okay. Number one, you need to get your vision and your blueprint ready. So now it's COVID-19. Write your vision, write your blueprint. Okay. Seek help of your mentor. Oh, later I want to talk about this mentor thing. I think I run the mentor, right? You know, like, well, the finding the right mentor topic and created some confusion. I want you to know, okay, before I continue, I want you to know finding the right mentor is very important. But you got to understand, mentor and you got to two hands to clap. If you want someone to be your mentor, but someone don't want to be your mentor, this way does not work. Okay, I think a lot of time people don't understand this. People will think that, you know, like, well, the grass over the other side of the mountain is always greener, or other people parents is better, or other people's owners is more handsome and more sweet and more, well, loving. I will tell you, if everyone understand and know to run the business, well, like it is, I'll tell you everything is easy, but not everything is like that. Okay, you got to find a mentor that able to assist you willingly. Okay, so get your vision and blueprint ready. Seek help of your mentor to come up with a clear vision of what you want to achieve here. Okay, and then write down, what do I want to achieve? When do I want to achieve? Where will be my team? Where will my team be at? My family tree plotting, my headcount, my sales standard. How can I achieve it? What help do I need? Who do I need to learn from? What else do I need to improve on? This is your blueprint. This is your vision. Write it down. Okay, they already send you the thing already. You can take it out and then answer the question by yourself. Number two, be prepared to realign or adjust along the way. Okay, I want to tell you, be prepared to realign and readjust. Don't just please. If you are who you are and you think that you are suitable to do everything, you are wrong. You need to adjust yourself to make sure that you have to fit into somewhere. You have to fit into the plan. You cannot just run the business like you think you want it to be. Okay, there are a lot of situations in the business, like for example, like now, so COVID-19. Then how are we going to adjust ourselves to do better, to work out from this zone? Be prepared to adjust your goals and plans accordingly. Not setting the plans 6 months. I don't hit it and then no more. No, a plan, a goals is lifetime. It's not 6 months or 6 years. I mean, like, well, a year. It's lifetime. However, the vision can remain, just the method and time frame may be adjusted. My vision to build a skyscraper or 1,000 floor remain. Maybe it's going to take 10 years, maybe it's going to take 15 years, maybe it's going to take 20 years, but the vision got to stay intact. Okay. Number three, everything must connect and make sense. Your daily focus should be linked to your weekly, and then should be linked to your monthly, and then should be linked to your quarterly. You cannot run a plan without connection. Like, I do this now, doesn't contribute to this. Then what does it purpose for? I do this, connect to this, then connecting the dots to help to what you wanted to build. Okay, begin with the end in mind and work backwards. You got to begin with the end in mind of what you wanted to achieve for yourself, what you wanted to have for yourself. So if you do not have an end in mind, you cannot visualize what at the end of the day that you want to achieve, and then you will always miss it. You always get lost. You always not sure whether are you able to, or do you really want to be there. I always have my end in mind. Like, one of the things my end in mind is this: I'm running my business at home together with my 宝贝. Say hi. Look at the camera. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Louder. Louder. My name is Ailate. Look at the screen and say, good girl. How old are you? 5 years old. Good girl. Okay, kiss. Just now that scene is one of end in mind. Can I run my business home base? Yes. That's what I want to tell you. Maybe I'm going to well, yeah, I'm going to work so hard. And then, well, going to move myself to a bigger house, like home base. That, and I'm very excited, with what's coming up next. I cannot say thank you to COVID-19, but thanks for this lesson of COVID-19. Made me understand and realize one thing: business can run in different ways. It may not need to be in the office every day, yeah, to get excited. We can get excited on the call as well. I can still meet everybody. So like now, I think after this COVID-19, I have a better, closer relationship with all of you on this call. You know, like, well, a good 300 of you on this call. I'm getting closer with all 300 of you because in the last 4 weeks, you have listened to me talking by me directly more than what you have heard me 6 months or a year. I can guarantee you, I'm not joking. Like when this platform already I'm getting a hang of it already. So in fact, I wanted to run morning meeting like this every day. I wake up every morning, all the morning shift coming at this time. So like, like, well, I don't care. Your owner, you arrange your time. TT will run the 15 or 30 minutes call. That's it. 15 minutes call. Okay, guys, like, well, today, and then the owners take over. That's it. Every day. Like, well, you can do it at the comfort of your home before you hit the field. Like, well, you just need to take your foot out and then you put on a call and then you see me for the 15 minutes. Okay, come, let's go. Job done. Let's go. What's next? I'll tell you, this is going to be different, man. This is going to be different. Okay? So I'm very excited about it. Okay? Number three, I already said it, everything must connect and make sense. Number four, always know the why behind everything. I never once, any one of you, ask me a question why, and then I say I don't want to tell you. I sure will share with you. But I hope you can have a open mindset to listen to my why. Because sometimes the why I also don't understand because I'm not the only one that made the decision. But I'll go and find out. Okay? Action point, system, process, and decision. You can ask why. I can always share with you. Okay? I'll never run away from you to not to share with you to clarify. Okay? Why? Then you know how to apply the change of thoughts during the similar situation. I need to share with you to let you understand the why. So the next time you know how to make the same decision as what we are doing. You're able to think like us. You'll be able to execute more confidently and be able to educate your team as is on it as well because you. You know why? You share with guys. They will not understand. If I can't convince you, I can't convince your team. So that's why if you are not convinced, you can get yourself to clarify, to get yourself convinced that only you can convince your team. Okay? It is okay to question if they are valid and sensible. Don't ever live in doubt and ignorance. Please don't do that. If you can ask, if you wanted to ask, please ask me anytime. Please keep on asking, why is this like that? Why it is like this? Why it is like that? Like, well, just ask. Like, I'll never say no to you. No, I unmute one. The host unmute me. The host say I run too long already. So ask me to shut up. Okay? So now I want to tell you point number 5. Time is money. You got to spend your time wisely. Okay? Time is a resources that you will never ever get back. I can tell you, you can waste your money, you can waste, like a lot of things, but you cannot waste time. Time is crazy. Whether you achieve anything or not is still another day. That's why you need to know. Like if you always, like be on the ball to make sure that you respect your time, your time will respect you to give you back what you want. Okay. Make sure that your focus and objective are clearly defined for each day and each activity. Make sure that you are doing things every single day. You are doing it for a purpose. You know what you wanted to achieve out of it. Okay? So like, well, Always ask yourself, what do I want to achieve out of this? Always ask yourself, what do you want to achieve out of something? You know, while I on hold, you know, like, while you are writing, you know, this person handsome, very funny, put a photo of himself on or on the call, look like, you know, he's on the call. Oh, now you come back, are you? Kena caught. you know, this way very easy there. Put a photo, you screenshot yourself on that and then showing that you're on the camera. Walao this one 2 weeks ago, I already tell you, don't use this any. You need to have something more creative. You should put the video and then at least you know, like, well, like TT, okay, hold on for a while. Okay? So you must remember, time is very important. One of the biggest reason why I'm always excited, I'm always driven, I'm able to achieve my goals in the business, I achieve the things that what I want to do or what I wanted to, you know, like, well, run in the business is one of the things that I always approach my work with high sense of urgency, high SOU, because I understand we are all running against time. You know, we will not know then, you know, like when it's time's up. Because our motivation, our energy, our excitement will run down. So in order not to let ourselves to run down, like the fire burning. So in order not to let the fire dim off, so you need to keep burning. You need to keep burning. You need to be on the ball. You got to keep on input, keep on get going. I learned this because in my previous job, you know, like in so many years that, you know, like while I've been in the society, I realized that a lot of people, I see my parents, number one, I see that a lot of my friends, I see a lot of associates, you know, outside. I see a lot of people that, you know, like, well, people that they are doing very well in their life and versus people that is struggling in their life. One of the biggest difference that they do, the difference is, you know, how they run their life. Means that how do they plan their time? You know, I can see that people wasting their time, like sitting at a coffee shop, drinking coffee, you know, like well, and uh, like, you know, how to say, lay back there, you know, wasting time, la copy, you know, like well, go bro, you know, like for nothing, you know, like I have seen that a lot, and I have seen that, you know, like well, BA young people, you know, they are very happy to sit down together and then talk without a purpose, discussing negative without a purpose. Like keep on thinking that it's okay. So if you ask me, right, like to me, if I really wanted to sit down and do nothing, right, to me it's like crazy. You can always ask my owners that sometimes we hang out together. It's very seldom that I will sit down with them, then we all sit down there do nothing. It's either we do some activity together, we chit chat together, we build relationship, and then we talk about something, and then we work on something. I think the last 2 years, people like Jerry, JQ, you know, like Rodney, Elroy, Jeremy, you know, Terence Song, they travel with me. So they understand my schedule when I travel to work. They always follow me for a week, you know, on the third day, fourth day, they're already dying off. They cannot understand that, you know, like how come you know, like, while we able to keep up with the energy and the sense of urgency all this time. That's why at this point I want you to, you know, like really understand this. Today, if you are not achieving what you want in your life, or you are struggling to do better, okay, I can tell you 90% of the reason is because you never assign, respect, or make good use of your time properly. Nothing else. You ask yourself, one day 24 hours, okay? 1 week, 168 hours. One day, how many hours of your time you are putting in to build your future? Going to work, right, doesn't mean you're building your future. It's going to work and achieving a result. It means you're building your future. Being there doesn't mean that if you are there at the construction site, you are not building any bricks, means you're not doing anything. You are slowly building one bricks, while you are there. That is when you slowly build out a wall before you're building out your whole building, your whole, skyscraper. You need to understand. I the most frustrated thing that I have during this COVID-19 is when I stay home and do nothing. I hated that the most. That's why I always so excited about running call. Because I know every little contribution will lead to something. So like now, today, if you started to understand this topic a little bit better or you re-listen it again. So I want to tell you one of the key things is that how to make good use of your time. Some of you work very hard for a day, 2 day, 3 day, and then you sick for 2 days. Some of you work hard for a week, 2 week, 3 week, and then on the 4th week you sick for 3 days. Because you never take good care of yourself. You never assign your time properly. You need to know this is marathon. This is not short distance race. So like why you can't get the momentum ongoing? Every time you do the right thing, you need to do 3 months to show the result. But the thing is, every time you do for 1 month, you stop and then you will start again 3 months. As long if you don't stop until you continue to get the result ongoing, ongoing, ongoing. Okay, I just want to be real to tell you. Spend your time wisely. Trust me. Even you are watching TV, post put the TV, you're able to get some education. Even you browse your phone, please make sure that you learn something out of it. Please don't just like think your time you are young, your time you have plenty of time. The time don't wait for you. The youth, your youth will be wasted. Okay. Last point number 6. Be honest to yourself. Okay, be honest to yourself. When you want to run the business, you have to be your own critical friend, constantly asking if there's something to improve on or what else you have not done yet. If really you want something, you really got to be real. If you are not doing it, then how can you expect a return? You are not achieving it, how can you able to get it? So a lot of time, it's not a lot of time, it's like I, I always ask myself, how can I expect my team to understand when I'm not doing it? How can I lead if they do not understand? And if I'm not doing better, if I'm not improving myself, then how would they improve themselves? If I don't show the result, how can they show the result? If I don't set the expectation, the benchmark, how would they able to understand where is the benchmark? Why I need to keep on push myself over the years to get owner of the year for so many times? Just because I like the glory? Yeah, I don't mind. But I tell you, the real key thing is how to set the benchmark so high to let people know that, well, in order you can do so well in your life. My friend, you are in this organization. That's why you have seen success have been ongoing. Results have been delivered all the time. If you fall into some other organization, seriously, how often you see that, like their leader or the pack getting all the awards? No chance, man. It's the same thing. Like if your people following you in your crew, and you always never get advanced, you are not always not on the bulletin, you're always not doing well. Will your people be confident with you? The answer is no. So like you need to make sure that you yourself are leading by example. You yourself are showing what it takes to do well. You cannot depend on other people. You got to from you. You got to be honest. Okay, a lot of time why people are always run by the business because they don't acknowledge the reality and they always never do what they need to do so to move forward. If you run the business, you want your business to do well, you need to show. If you are running by the business, you don't care because you don't need to show because you just follow what everything is, what everybody else is. Hey, my friend, remember this. owner of the year, there's only one person, one award for the one individual for that year. I able to get it for 3.5 years, well, I able to get yearly for 3 times, half yearly for 1 time. Not too bad, seriously, be in the industry for 11 years, and I also get one of the years a rookie owner of the year. Now whatever I achieve is a legacy, already the past. What am I excited now is that I want to see you on the call. The next one is you to get us some advice. To all the leaders out there and the team leader and STL at this moment, all the leaders, I want you to put away your thoughts for by thinking that you don't know whether you can do it or not, you're not sure you can become an owner or not. I want to tell you, put that away and tell yourself you are going to be the next one. And if your team, your teammates, your leader, your other peers in your same team, same office, your friends, your relative, or anybody tell you you cannot achieve something big in your life, okay? I tell you, don't believe them. Because they themselves don't achieve doesn't mean that you can't. You got to believe in yourself that you can. You got to make a decision, make a choice now. Okay? The best way to run the business is to run it like your life depends on it. And there's nothing else to fall back on but yourself. That's the best way. You only can depend on yourself to run it. Don't depend on anybody else. You got to choose to believe. If you are the sole breadwinner, which is like, you are the only one support your family, which a lot of you are not. Okay. So like maybe you don't understand. But if you are, you think about it. Will you allow things to go with the flow and see how it goes? To see whether your family got food to eat or not. You won't. Because people like me, people like, Kovu, James, people like JQ, Rodney, like we all married, we have kids, we have children. We cannot allow, Val, we cannot allow to see how it goes. We need to make sure that, things have to get going. We have to get going. We have to continue to push. It's not to see how it works. Okay? So the only person that can guarantee that this business work out for you is only you yourself, nobody else. You need to remember that. Okay? This is a quite a long topic, 1 hour, 40 minutes. Oh my God, seriously. I really love it. Because the whole topic, right, it really drives me so much, like, wow, even after I run it, I get myself so excited one more time. I find a lot of, like, well, enthusiasm on this. It's really crazy. And I can tell you, in an hour time, I have another call with, I don't know, Europe team again. So if you want to jump in and listen, it's up to you. But you got to stay mute. So like, like, well, I need to get myself, continuously to be, like, well, excited. The next call, is talking about my journey in PR culture, which is that if you're listening too many times, don't come in. So like, if you wanted to, like, well, you can just join in, but you're gonna keep quiet. Okay. And so I think today it is great. Well, I think a lot of, I'm not going to ask any Q&A because on today, I think on Wednesday, there is a Q&A session. Ask anything, TT, ask anything on TT time. You can hit hard, well, get us ongoing. We will save the Q&A on that day. Today, this topic is really great. Please write it down for yourself to review what you have learned for yourself. Once again, thank you very much to the back-end team, to Zen, Simon, Edwin, Yusri, for everybody for making the preparation, for the call. Once again here, thank you very much, well, from me, myself, Terrence Day, well, T.I.G. Thanks for all the owners, for participating, and all of you, especially the most important is you yourself for coming into the call to help yourself, to improve yourself, to get better. I love you guys. I see you guys very, very soon. See you guys. Bye-bye.